Good morning, Scott. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. I have to first start off with such a compliment. This has got to be one of the best movies of the year. Just a delight.
And that's that's a joy to hear this time of the morning.
I'm curious. I don't know if a lot of people have talked about this, but one of the things that I did prior to my research was I saw that this movie was shot during the middle of the pandemic. Can you tell me what that was like to shoot during that time?
Ken, I think, had decided, the truth is that when the pandemic hit, he said he suddenly thought, I've been carrying this story with me for 50 years. And I feel that we're going to be locked down for quite a while. I'm going to do this now on my own. And he just, when it kicked in last March, 18 months ago, he just started writing. And I don't know personally of any film that's been made that started with a thought that might have been gestating for 50 years, but that went from putting pen to paper in late March to actually start shooting filming in beginning of August, which is extraordinary. And I think that's a testimony to how brilliant the script is, that he actually brought these people to life almost immediately on the page, and that's what we saw when we read it. In the times of the lockdown, he put together this extraordinary system of protection for everybody. Everything was compartmentalized, and we were PCR checked every single day, temperature checked. People were going around with bands, and if you didn't have the same color of band, then you had to stay away. And there was no sense of any danger, even though we were always isolated all the time until we came in front of the camera. And that's the only time the mask came off, while everybody else was in masks. It was very strange, but it did, I guess, concentrate and focus the work very, very sharply. And what was interesting as well was he decided the safest thing was to build the sets, to build Belfast in the countryside. Find an old school, he could use that, a disused aerodrome, and build the streets and the back entries, and then he could have total control, and we wouldn't be in a dangerous urban situation. So it was brilliantly organized.
That's pretty fantastic. I mean, and amazing. And especially since I know the window for shooting this was so short, right? It was literally almost like only a 2-month window.
I think in the end it was maybe 7 weeks.
Wow, that's crazy.
Day one to wrap, it was 7 weeks.
So let me ask you, I mean, I know the entire cast is Irish, but you were from Belfast. You were born in Belfast. So
Yep.
What was it like to kind of go on this journey with someone who also had such a personal story to tell?
First of all, I just have to say one thing. I don't believe Dame Judi Dench was born in Belfast. But
no, she's Irish. She's not. No, I know she's not. You're the only one who's born in Belfast. Everyone else is in somewhere in Ireland.
Somewhere Irish. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah. Ken and I suppose it's when we go to work on scripts, we go and we look at them and we either identify with characters or we do some research historically if we're going to play characters from history, and we go into them and try and work around them to try and make sense and to put the intellect and the heart together to play them. And for some reason, being from Belfast and having this in my DNA, and the same as Ken, I believe, and Jamie Dornan and Jude, that beautiful boy, this was in here, and it just had to be given a tickle and a little like tickling a trout to like, it's in there, just let it out. But you don't need to search too hard for it, because the more you keep pushing it, you lose what is there, and what I want to use for the film is what Ken was about, I think.
Oh, that's great. Well, listen, thank you very much for this interview. Lovely speaking to you. Have fun tonight. Enjoy the premiere.
Thank you very much indeed. It's been a pleasure.
All right. Take care.
Bye now.